welcome this week to Cooking with Carolyn. As you know, my name is Carolyn, and my assistant this week is Miss Sabrina. Say hello.
Hi, everybody.
Well, good. So we're just gonna jump right into this. This week, we're gonna make some lovely green tomatoes with a Gold Rush squash. And you can also make this with red tomatoes too, because it's really good either way. So we're just going to explore tomatoes this month, and I want you to have fun with it. So as Sabrina starts cutting up some of the Gold Rush, I want you to notice that most of it's yellow and the end is green, just like a squash and a zucchini in one. So first thing you do is, of course, you have your pan. And we're going to use 1/4 of a cup of oil, as usual. You don't need much. And you can pick any oil you want. Since this recipe calls for pretty high heat, I will pick an oil that can stand high heat. So we got the oil. Tablespoon and a half of salt. And as you notice, I'm going to put half in here with the oil, and then I'm going to put the other half on top of the veggies. This is garlic powder, onion powder, and blackened seasoning. You like blackened seasoning?
I haven't tried it.
So while Sabrina's cutting that up, we have some already cut up and prepared. So this is what the Gold Rush looks like, and it's so sweet. It's like butter. And the seeds is on this side. The seeds are usually as you get to the middle, but if you save these seeds, no matter where you live in the United States, you can have Gold Rush too. And these are just thinly sliced green tomatoes and some onion. So Sabrina, have you ever had Gold Rush before?
No, I haven't. This will be my first time trying it. I'm excited.
Cool. And later in the show, you'll see that we also are very versatile with our veggies, because one of our salads is going to have some Gold Rush in it. That's a secret. I don't want to spoil it for you too soon. Now that I have the veggies in here, we're just going to stir it up. Remember, always wear gloves and always keep your hands clean. And as you notice, as I lift my glasses up, I use the back. I practice sanitation all the time. I'm very big on it. I think washing your hands is very important.
Yes.
My grandchildren, we're going back to the seasoning, as you can see. My grandchildren, when they wash their hands, oops, about to drop the bowl. When they wash their hands, we have them say their ABCs. So by the time they get to Z, they have completed a fully hand washing in the proper manner. For some people, 2 seconds. And that's not good. You really need to thoroughly wash your hands when you're dealing with food. So, now that we have the seasoning in here, you want to just kind of stir it around so it can get even. And I'm going to take some of these beautiful Gold Rush that Sabrina has, and some of these beautiful tomatoes. Green tomatoes are so versatile. Most people only eat them fried, and I think that you're wasting a very good fruit that way. So, I'm going to show you how to have fun with it. And it'll taste good at the same time.
Speaking of taste, is there a difference in taste opposed to the red tomato?
Yes. And then, you know, tomatoes, they're so robust, but it's so many. You got the yellow tomato. You got one of my favorite, which is the black cherry. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait for you to see and taste the black cherry. They're just like so good. The yellow ones are more fleshy. They don't have as many seeds as the red ones, you know, and not as much acid.
Okay.
So a lot of people, that's the way they choose their tomatoes based off their diet and their health needs. So if you're a person that can't have a lot of acid, you might not want to eat a lot of red tomatoes. But you might love tomatoes, so you get the yellow ones so you can have a nice choice there. So we're going to have fun with tomatoes. We're going to have fun with tomatoes. This time of year, tomatoes are plentiful. So I'm just going to take the rest of these green tomatoes here. And as you see, I'm going to take my hands. Why it's important.
So what time of year is the best time to plant the gold rush?
Oh, wow. You know, that's a good question. Because it's based off geographical locations.
Wow.
So, you live in Texas, you can go grow vegetables all the time, especially your gold rush and whatnot. Your okra, your onions, you know, they grow good in hot weather.
Okay.
But like things like this lettuce here, they don't like it in hot weather.
Okay.
So being here in the Midwest is, to me, is the best place to be if you're going to be dealing with gardening and things like that. You know why?
Why?
Because you get
A mixture.
summer, winter,
Yes, a
spring,
mixture
and
of
fall.
weather, yeah.
So you got cold crop fruit and vegetables, and then you got hot crop. So here in Kansas City, we get to grow the greens, the lettuce, the cabbage, the herbs, starting in February and whatnot, because it's cool and they like that stuff. Then, around this time, like it's burning up out there now,
Yeah.
it's time to pull those cold things out.
Wow.
And when you start pulling those cold things out, that's when you start putting in your hot crop, your tomatoes, your okra. Onion can go all year. Garlic is winter.
Okay.
So, guess what happens in Kansas City again? We go back to being cool. So what we do, we maximize. We put them greens back in there. We put that lettuce back in there. We put them herbs back in there. And I'll show you how to do herbs, how to preserve them in a way where you can preserve them by dehydration. And you can preserve them by putting them in ice cubes. But that's going to be so much fun, and we're going to get all into that later, and you're just going to get so much information.
Sounds so exciting. I can't wait.
Me either. So, looks like Sabrina's about done. I'm going to have Sabrina put the rest of these in here. And we're going to be coming back soon. And we're going to talk a little bit more about these green tomatoes. We're going to see the final product and taste the final product.
My favorite part.
And then we're going to make a nice salad. We're going to also show you the proper way of cutting the tomatoes, because I know Sabrina's just been cutting away, but we never talked about the proper way of cutting a tomato on the board. Curtis Smith will be with you next with some very great nutritional value and information.
Well, this isn't a tuba. This is an Italian squash, and they're edible. They're not decorative. This is a type of squash that, as you can see, can grow to quite a large size. And this was the first year we'd planted these in our campus garden, and they've grown extremely well. It doesn't have as much flavor as butternut squash, but it's a mild flavor and will take on any herbs or any other mix sauces that you would put with it. So it's great for cooking with. It lasts for a long time, and it's really an amazing plant that we've grown this year. Just wanted to mention a few things about the benefits of squash. For vegetarians, it's oftentimes a main course type of recipe that squash is used for. And there are lots of different types of squash that you can use for different recipes. They're extremely high in the B vitamins. They're a substitute for meat in the sense of their consistency. They can be used as a main course dish, as I was talking about.
Okay, we're back. Let's see how everything turned out.
It smells so delicious.
Look at that. All that natural juice. While I hold it, why don't you take the spoon
Okay.
and start pushing it in there for me? Move it over there a little bit. Oh my goodness.
It smells like butter.
I told you.
It does. It smells really good.
Now
All
that's
natural.
That's how you make squash zucchini mixture, which is the Gold Rush, and the green tomatoes and the onion. You want to try it? Two plates.
Well, yeah, the world has to try it, don't they?
Okay. You want to try? Okay. Let me get Sabrina hers first. Get a little bit of the squash and the green tomatoes.
And so this is a total of 3 ingredients, or what
That's
seasoning
it.
that you have?
Besides, the seasoning, There you go. Wait for the world.
All right. And what was the time frame that you cooked this at, and the temperature?
I cooked it on a medium to high heat, and I used just an electric skillet, but you can use your stove. It's convenient. College kids, pay attention.
Quick,
We
easy,
get some of
simple.
these green tomatoes in here, and this juice for you, America, or the world. There you go.
Thanks so much.
Let me get America there.
I know you guys are wondering, what does it smell like? What does it taste like?
There you
Here's your
go.
opportunity.
Oh, let me give you a fork, America. Enjoy. Now, as the world tried, and you tried, let me know what you think.
This is really good.
Told you.
This is really good.
Told you.
Wow. I wouldn't think that the greens, like everything, the blend, the seasoning, I've never tried this. I'm going to start cooking this from now on.
It's really,
It's really
sweet.
good.
It is. I'm gonna get a little bit on here,
Wow.
just so you
The
know. What
juices.
did you think, world? Did you like it? All right. I heard you too. We have another young lady that helps us around here. She's part of Naturally Designed, and she's really sweet, but she's shy. Her name's Maria. Come on up, Maria. Let the world know how this tastes.
Oh my God.
You guys. See, I told you she's shy. Now let me get you a fart. And you gotta let the world know, because the world just let us know how it tastes. Sabrina, she's almost done.
This is awesome.
So come on over here. Let us know what you think about it.
Well, I'm not a big fan of vegetables, but these aren't vegetables.
See, that's good. That's good. Thank you for trying it for me. So, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get prepared to make a salad in a bag. You're going to like this idea.
In a bag.
Yes.
Why would it be in a bag?
Several reasons. Convenience is number one.
Sounds familiar.
You can't mix up a salad better than you can with a bag. Back in the day, we had what? The bacon shake fried chicken. You put it in the bag, you shake it up. We still use that same
Method with a salad.
with a salad.
Sounds delicious.
We're going to put the salad together, And we have a homemade vinaigrette. In that vinaigrette is your oil, number 1, your vinegar, number 2, and your seasoning, number 3. The rest of the things that are in this vinaigrette is some honey mustard, some regular spicy brown mustard, and some lime juice. So we're going to add all that up and some seasoning and put the salad together, and we'll be right back. Well, Sabrina, you ready to make a salad on the move?
I am ready.
This is something I came up with for our farmer's market. And what we have in here is individual bags of lettuce that has been cleaned and washed and chilled. And notice that there's some little air in here. You want it like that because most of the time when you seal things in Ziploc, you push all the air out and it flattens it, but that would have bruised the lettuce. As you can see, Sabrina's cutting up some cucumbers here, and I'm going to start on the first one. The good thing about salads on the go or salad in a bag is because you can eat some. If you need to take a break, you're driving, you need to make a call, you just zip the puppy back on up, finish what you're doing, unzip it, and you go. Containers are not convenient. They spill, they waste. Nice little double edge Ziploc, and you're in business. So, let's put together the first one. I'm going to grab from Sabrina right here some red onion. And actually, I'm going to open up like 3 of them because I'm going to do enough for you too, world. And I want to make sure that people in here, part of the crew, get to try something. As you notice, look, I'm just putting little stuff in here. Little red onions, that's all this is. And then in here I have chopped up some gold rush squash. Just put a couple of pieces.
So you can use this for multiple recipes.
Yes,
It
you
doesn't always
can.
have to be cooked.
Personalize it to the way you want it, you know. And as you notice, the leaves in here are flat and big. I love that. That's the way I like it. But you might like your salad chopped or little bee leaves. It's whatever you want to do. Then we have some sweet red pepper. One thing about the bell pepper family, I don't know if you knew this, but I learned this when I was taking a class with Dr. Curtis Smith here, Biology Nutrition. It's a good class. I learned in that class that out of the red, green, yellow, and orange bell peppers, the most nutritional value come out of the red ones. So if they all taste the same, I might as well eat more red ones.
That makes sense.
Then, gonna add 4 or 5 pieces of cucumbers.
Okay, speaking of cucumber, what different cucumbers are there? Because I know you mentioned a few.
Well, yeah. Why don't you hand me one of those that you're working on? And that'll help. Thank you. This is a Kirby. And a Kirby is just a miniature regular cucumber. I like them because they really crispy. They just like, and it's just crunchy. And these are the ones that most people use for pickles. But you also have the long, smooth ones. Those are the burbless. And those don't have many seeds. And they are softer on the stomach for people that gas up with the cucumbers. So those 3 different kinds there. Good questions.
Thank you.
Now, Sabrina is cutting up some basil right now. And I'm going to take, basil is strong. Just use a few drops. Few basils. This is a miracle. This is an edible flower. You're going to learn so much from me about edible flowers. Can we just open it up? And look at these beautiful petals. but not least, this is arugula.
What is
Arugula,
What family
break
does
it into
that come
pieces.
from?
Arugula is a lettuce that tastes like pepper.
A lettuce. I can smell the spicy smell. This one.
Last but not least, the vinaigrette. You pour it in the bag. You zip your salad in a bag or salad on the go. Remember, leave air. There's your vinaigrette. How are we gonna mix it? Look at that. Amazing.
Wow.
Salad on the go. Oh, world, you want one? We should give them
We
one.
should try. We should give them some.
We better give them some pork. All right. Okay, world. This is your salad on the go. Here's your fork.
Vinaigrette. What does it
Woo,
contain?
and there's your salad. I'm sorry, what did you say?
What
Florence?
does your vinaigrette contain?
Oh, the vinaigrette was, remember the oil,
The oil.
the vinegar, the spicy mustard, the regular mustard, just whatever you want to be. All vinaigrettes is just oil, vinegar, and your seasoning. Thank you. Until next time. Thank you for joining us with Cooking with Carolyn.